Good evening. The Premier has warned South Australia's spiralling unemployment could get even worse, prompting calls for urgent government intervention. The state's unemployment rate, the worst in the nation, rising to its highest level in 15 years.
In just 1 month, almost 6,000 more South Australians have become unemployed, left to desperately search for work, as Angela Koenig is.
If I don't find work soon, I'm struggling to stay in the house I'm living in. I'm going to be homeless.
The job seeker shattered by the latest surge in the state's unemployment rate.
It is a devastating blow. I struggle to buy food every week. That means there's twice as many people applying for the jobs I am.
We're having an increase in our homelessness support service, our food services, our financial counselling, our mental health counselling, all areas.
South Australia's unemployment rate has risen to 8.2% in June, the highest in the nation.
I have to be honest with the people of South Australia. I can't sugarcoat these figures. They are bad news for South Australia.
The Premier issuing a stark warning about the future, with hundreds of job losses from both the manufacturing and resources sector still to come.
We are going to have to run just to stay still, just to actually create the number of jobs that will be lost in the South Australian economy with new jobs.
To do that, Jay Weatherill is putting his faith in the tax cuts announced in last month's budget. The opposition says that's not enough, and the number of South Australians unemployed is already at the highest level in 20 years.
These figures tell us that we're in the middle of a jobs crisis here in South Australia, and Jay Weatherill has no plan to fix it.
Immediate action called for by business.
Let's start with a jobs package that's supported by Canberra, that's supported by the opposition here, that's delivered in the state, and it's supported by the private sector.
So too a decision from the federal government on future submarine building, as hundreds of jobs at Osborne hang in the balance. For job seekers like Angela, help is needed now.
To have to go back to begging for help from family would just break me.
And Rory McLaren joins us now live in the studio. Rory, there are fears that the unemployment situation is even worse than the official numbers suggest.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. The official unemployment rate, as we just heard, is 8.2%. But experts are suggesting that in SA's already struggling regional areas, that rate is much higher. In fact, they're worried it has passed the 10% mark, which, of course, many fear the entire state is heading for if things don't change soon. Kate?